All right, turn that down. So what's the news? So I was talking to my want-to-be girlfriend, right? I want her to be. And she told me to just go do what I want. Go do what I want, and if she decides to be here, she will be. She doesn't want to come up with a compromise of any sort. She doesn't want to do any of that at all. She doesn't want to police my actions. She doesn't want to feel like she's getting in the way of me living my life. So she said, go do what you want. Take that risk. I will be here or not. And that's just going to be life, Matthew. And there's nothing we can do about it. And I was like, so, defense mechanisms initiated. What would I like to say to the things that I heard yesterday? There was obviously a lot more to the conversation than everything that I just said right now. But I'm like, is that it? Is that the way? Something doesn't feel right. And this is what I was saying to her yesterday. I was like, something doesn't feel right. And, you know, I have the feeling of, yeah, I'm going to lose her. You know, I really might just lose her. And this is going to be a all over the place thing, but I have to. I want to just go off top of the head, everything that comes straight to my mind, and I just want to say it. So last night I jerked off, right, and it was a good time. I'll tell you why this is relevant. So when we had this conversation, right, me and my girlfriend, and I jerked off thinking about her and everything else. Not really though. I was thinking about my girlfriend. I was thinking about her. And this energy and this weight and this heaviness, I kind of was like letting it go a little bit. I let it go. And I enjoyed thinking about the sex that we've had together and all that stuff. And I felt good, you know? And I went to sleep. And I was like, wow, that was a good night. And here's the thing, because her bringing this up, her saying what she said yesterday, I'm like, again, is this, oh, okay, free reign, today I'm going to ask out a bunch of fucking bitches. Like, no, I don't really feel that, but there is, and this is the thing that I don't like. I'm like, I don't want to put this pressure on myself right now, because I even told her yesterday, she was like, okay, is there anybody on your route today, on Thursday, that you like and want to really ask out? And I was like, well, I mean, at this point, it was way later in the day and there was just nobody. I was already at my last stop when we were having this whole conversation. So I'm like, but today, you know, there is somebody that I'm thinking about. But I'm like, do I want to right now? I don't have a decision to be made. It's a spur of the moment. It could happen or not. I have no idea. You know, I'm nervous, obviously, and not even for this is the thing. I already, like, before I even met my girlfriend, I asked out a lot of women and got rejected a lot. I asked out a lot of women, you know, trying to test the waters, saying, let's go get coffee, whatever, getting several numbers, and some of them not responding. Some of them actually went somewhere, but not really. You know, I went on literally like 3 dates, quote unquote, and the third one was my current girlfriend right now, out of like 40 something women that I asked out. That's what I mean, that success rate is very low. But that was a while ago. Everything feels a lot different now in how I approach the whole situation. I haven't been in that mode of, hey, I like you and let's fucking do something. Like, I haven't been there in a while, so everything feels a lot different now if I end up doing something like that. Anyways, it's like I've been through that rejection, so I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of a woman saying no or whatever. Like, I've kind of dealt with that already. The thing that I'm nervous about is losing my girlfriend because of this shit. That's it. But like, I don't know. She told me, she was like, well, just go for it. If you feel like you want to do something, don't hold yourself back. She said, I want to challenge you. You know, you say this is how you are, or this is what you want, and all this shit. Well, go for it then. And I'm like, well, I respect that. You know, I was trying to find a compromise. I was trying to find a way where we were both on the same page, but she just said, no, we're just fuck it. Fuck that. You know, we're not going to be on the same page. You're not going to get this compromise that you fucking want. You know? And I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting here with this information now, right? And I'm like, what the fuck do I do? It's goddamn November. I'm like, do I really want to go try to do something right now? Do I want to wait? But what am I waiting for, right? And that's the other question. I remember how goddamn nervous I was when I first went with that other woman, you know, that I ended up doing something with back in May. Those nerves to reach out to her, those, and again, not the nerves of, uh-oh, this girl's gonna reject me. No, the nerves of, I am risking my relationship and I'm conflicted all the time. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like, I'm asking myself that question all the fucking time. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to go just explore myself a little bit on the side and risk completely losing my relationship? The love, the care, the connection, the depth. Is it worth losing that just so I can stick my dick in some other bitch? You know? And that's the hard question. And I don't have this solidified answer right now, but, you know, that's that dilemma. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to do that? But I always have a conflict with this whole entire thing completely. Because I'm like, she told me yesterday, she's just, she will feel abandoned. Even if I come back, that's the whole point. She even said, because I always say, like, I'm coming back, like I'm not going anywhere. But in those moments, I chose somebody else's lips over hers. You know, if I'm kissing her and I'm fucking her, like, I chose somebody else's body when I could have chose her body, and she feels abandoned. And I'm like, there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about her feeling of abandonment in those moments. No matter how much I'm like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Yes, I want to explore that. I want to get this novelty out. I want to feel that. I want to feel this other woman. Because that's the whole thing. She always is saying, like, she doesn't feel good enough for me. And I'm like, the only thing my girlfriend can't give me is novelty. This feeling of a new woman, new energy, new woman. It's just, it's nature. It's there. I have my nature. And I want to be able to explore that. I don't want to be ashamed of it. But she has her fears. She has her abandonment issues, you know, and all these things. And it's hard. It's very hard for her to deal with somebody like me. You know, and she constantly tells me, it's like, I'm not the right person for you for this type of experimentation. You know, I'm not the right person for this type of whatever it is you're trying to do. And I'm like, all right, here I am. Slept on it. Woke up this morning. I'm thinking about it right now as I'm talking. What am I feeling? Past trying to make a YouTube video and whatever and all this kind of stuff. What am I actually feeling? What am I actually honestly feeling right now? I am nervous. I feel lighter though, because this is it. You know, it feels like we are reaching our high point, our tipping point, our break point right now. This is another break point in the relationship. If I go and do something right now in the way that I want to, because she told me she can't make a compromise. But she doesn't want to police who I am. She doesn't want to feel like a burden. She doesn't want to feel like she's in the way. So that's what I mean. She told me, go do what you want, and I will be here or not be here. But you gotta be who you are. Don't suppress yourself for me. Don't suppress yourself. I'm like, this is literally the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my entire life. This is the most difficult thing I've ever had to deal with in my entire existence. Nothing, no point of adversity has been as tough as this. Nothing. I can't even, there's no comparison. There's legitimately no comparison. And I freeze and I feel indecisive, kind of right now. Yeah, it's definitely there. And just I'm frozen with fear. And this is the real hard moments right now where you push through that. And you feel like I feel like I can't breathe in those moments. I feel like I'm suffocating. I'm riddled with anxiety. And I push through that fear. And it's the worst. It's the absolute worst. Such unbelievable amounts of discomfort. Scary amounts of discomfort. Tears, crying, pain, heartbreak, scared shitless. Everything is unpredictable. I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen. This uncertainty of the future. I don't know. I don't know. I love my girlfriend to death. And I fucking said that. But I feel this way about myself, that I want to explore another woman of some sort. Not leave my girlfriend for another woman. Not at all. It's not how I feel. I told her, you're not going anywhere in my mind. You're not. You are solidified in my brain. And I even try to say, like, okay, when I'm hanging out with my friend, my best friend, she doesn't feel abandoned because I'm not fucking this dude, right? You know? I'm like, if that's the thing, if I have the choice to kiss a woman, it's always going to be her forever and ever till the end of time. And I'm like, it's just not like that for me. I want to kiss a lot of women. I want to touch a lot of women. I want to like a lot of women. I want to take care of a lot of women. But, again, practically. I told you, practically. I don't care about what I want in this idealistic fucking perfect fantasy. That doesn't matter to me anymore. Alright? I told you yesterday that there was that woman that I like on Wednesday. Okay? How I would want her in my life, just on the side, but I still give the majority of my time to my girlfriend. And we spend time together. We just do everything together. You know, she's going to be at Thanksgiving. She's going to be at Christmas. That's what I want right now. I feel like that's what I can handle. And I have my little, like, side women that do what they want. And that's what I mean. I'm not in control of them. And I'm not a dictator. I'm not a fucking any of these things. All right? And that's what I mean. It's like, yes, there's a lot of women I like, but how many of them are actually going to be all right with me having a girlfriend? There was one of them, you know? There was one of them that was all right with it. There might be somebody else that's all right with it, but I have no idea until I ask. I have no idea until I open my mouth and I'm honest about it. And I am honest about it. Very straight up. I'm like, yeah, I'm not monogamous. I have a girlfriend, but I like you too. And I want to get to know you. And that's what the fuck I would say. You know, it's like, you're either down with it, like, let's go see if we like each other or not. And if you don't, fuck it. You know? You either fuck with it or not. And that's the way I want to approach it. But that's a risk I'm taking. There's a great chance that I'm going to lose her. And I want to be who I am. But damn, that's a motherfucker. You know, that's a real motherfucker to deal with. Trying to really accept yourself, trying to really deal with that fear of her walking away. Yeah, that's not easy at all. That I'm telling you, like, I don't know who's been in this position, but this is the scariest shit. I'm here right now. I'm going through it. This is absolutely a terrifying experience, this love and this fear of her walking away, and I'm not monogamous, and I'm just like a whole lot of goddamn it. I'm fucking scared, but at the same time, I don't know. I told you, the way I feel right now, there's this relief or this lightness, because we were going back and forth on it. She's like, I can't stand it anymore. All you keep talking about is you wanting another woman and how badly you want that. And I just feel like, oh, I'm holding you back from getting what you want. This is what she was telling me. And I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about how much I want to be with her. You know, I keep talking about, oh, how I want to go fuck this bitch, right? Because that's what I mean. It's been almost 3 years, like I said. And the way I look at it, my whole perspective is I've been spending a majority of my time with my girlfriend and focusing on her and everything. Yes, this topic about non-monogamy has been brought up countless fucking times. You know, because it's just something that I feel like I want to explore. I feel like I haven't been at all. You know? Like I said, I didn't even have, like, sex with this other woman. You know? Like, in the way I classify sex is my dick going inside of her vagina. That's how I look at it. Even though she sucked my dick, and I sucked on her titties, and we made out and did damn near everything else we could, right? Because she was on her period, and she was just like, nope, I don't fuck with that. And I'm just like, well, fair enough, whatever, right? That's what ended up fucking happening. That's the honest truth. And, you know, that's what I mean. So there's this feeling of like, I have been trying super hard to make this work with my girlfriend, but now it's like, it's at this point of, well, she told me, like I said, go do what the fuck you want. And if I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I'm not. And that's life. How the fuck do I deal with that information? Well, time to nut up or shut up. Balls of steel. It's like, I'm afraid of a lot of goddamn things. I'm very small sometimes. Very insecure. Very little. I don't think highly of myself. Most of the time. I feel insignificant most of the time. I'm lost, right? Don't know where I'm going, don't know exactly what I want to do. I've been in a constant state of indecisiveness. But I remember this fucker when me and my girlfriend went to Chicago and I went to the barber shop that Obama fucking went to. This guy, his name was Chris or something. You know, he was like, whatever, we were talking about that fucking bullshit ass star signs and fucking whatever, you know. Oh, I'm a Libra, right? So and Libras are notoriously indecisive fucking people. But he told me and he gave me this point of, well, yes, you are very indecisive, but that usually means that you end up making the best decisions because you really think out everything. And you go through all the possible scenarios of whatever decision you might end up making. And you usually end up making a good one. You make a good decision. And I guess that made me feel better about my indecisiveness. Because I do think about things a lot. I'm not impulsive. I think very thoroughly through shit. I'm very strategic. I ask a lot of questions. And yes, that can put me in a state of limbo for a while sometimes, and I'm not knowing what to do, and I'm sitting there thinking for a while, and then eventually I end up making a decision. And I'm like, today, for example, I just got hit with this information. It's fresh. Do I want to do something right now? Is it really, really a good idea? Is there any possibility to save this relationship at all at this point? Should I wait? Is there even any point in waiting? Right? Because here's the thing. So here's my decisions to make. My decision today. Ask out this woman that I like. There's a woman today. Yes, there is a woman. She's all right. Like I said, she's very pretty to me. Has all right energy, you know, like we don't really match the best or something, but you know, maybe there's potential. I have no idea. I need to break down those layers and see what happens. But anyways, decision number one, ask her out today. Decision number two, there's many options actually here. Decision number two, wait and just spend the week now and try to reconnect with my girlfriend and try to take it easy for a second. And then the week after that, back on my week when I'm not seeing her, ask out the woman that I was talking about on Wednesday. Because I like her more than the woman that I would potentially do something with today. Third option, wait all the way through the holidays. Spend as much time with her as possible and try my best to not lose my mind. Just be like, okay, I heard what you said. Do what I want. Do what I want. And then potentially do something in March. And I'll tell you why the month of March. So we got November, which is Thanksgiving. Okay? Thanks fucking giving. I want to spend that with my girlfriend. I want her to be here. I want us to eat dinner together, have some drinks, love each other, watch a fucking fall movie. I don't give a shit what it is. And just enjoy each other's company. December, fucking Christmas time, okay? You know, it's all family. We're all together, whatever, right? January. That's our anniversary, quote unquote, when we, like she sent me an email and that's when we started going back and forth. January 17th is when all of this shit started pretty much. The first bit of contact outside of work. February, Valentine's Day. It's fucking Valentine's Day. Right? And that's just the whole month of us being together. And then March, which is nothing's going on. That's not anybody's birthday. That's not my birthday. There's nothing, unless, I don't know, there might be something. I have no idea. Like, I don't know. There's so many different fucking shits, but I don't think anything's going on in fucking March is my whole point. So, and then potentially do something. Or the fourth option, which is the most unlikely, be straight up monogamous for the rest of my life and just accept. I can't do it. Like, you know, that's just, I don't see that fourth option really being an option. So I have three decisions that I have currently laid out in front of me. Let me thoroughly think about all three of these options. Now I have to remember what the fuck I just even said. Well, I said do something today. Or wait till next week. Or wait till March. That's what I said. Or wait till 2 weeks is what I said. So, do something right now. Why would this be a potentially good decision? Why would I choose this option? Pros and cons. And I'm going to try to talk about all this for the rest of the video, I guess. Pros and cons of the first option. Pro, I finally just go for it. I finally break through that fear. I finally just see what happens, and there's no more questions about what will happen. I'm just going to go find out. Cons, it's very unstable right now. I just learned this information. Impulse doesn't seem like the best thing to do right now. It's very volatile. I think it's just not stable enough for me to do something like that. But when will it be? And that's the whole problem, right? When will it ever be stable enough for me to go do something? So that's what I mean. Why wait? So there you go. That's the first option. Pros and cons. Second option. Waiting 2 weeks, taking it easy for a second, assessing the information that I just learned yesterday. Pros that I would hope would actually happen, because I have no idea, right? I get to try to reconnect with my girlfriend. I get to take that time for a second, all right, and just take a step back. I'll see the therapist and go over the options instead of making an impulse move today, which doesn't seem like the smartest move, like I said. And I'll just be able to spend time with her. And I'll be like, you know what? Okay, let me take a step back. I want to see you. I want to back up. All right? Cons. It might just simply not go that way. We might be able, or we might still not be able to see each other and spend time together until I go just make a fucking move and just get it out and go for it. Right? And it's just delaying the inevitable. Just find out right now. And that's just going to bring even more tension. Oh, so in 2 weeks you're going to do something. Right? So, third option. Waiting till March. Pros. A lot of time to really assess and think and spend time with her. Go through the holidays together. Finish off the year without complete madness and chaos. Because it's very risky during the fucking holidays to try to go do something. It's just, I don't know if it's a good idea. Cons. Potential to really lose my mind. That's a long wait. It's a long wait. It's like 4 months. We're still going to be in that limbo. Tensions potentially will go higher and higher and higher, approaching March. Will we actually be able to enjoy each other during that 4-month period? Or do I need to just pull the trigger already and stop talking about it? So those are my options. And I'll re-listen to this and assess it all day long and see what the fuck I want to do. But I feel that impulse. I'll be completely honest, this first option is very tempting because I feel like I've already been waiting a long, long time. And it's just time to fucking shoot and see if I fucking hit or miss. See if I lose her, see if I keep her, or just see what happens in general. Because I feel that impulse. I feel it. And that's what I mean. It's like this desire that I have for other women is so heavily marginalized as not a real problem. It's not a real problem. You know, my nature and the pain that I go through trying to control my urges is not a real problem. If I don't control my urges, I am looked at as lesser. I'm looked at as undisciplined. I'm looked at as you're just an animal. I'm looked at as the bottom of the fucking totem pole of human evolution, right? You less evolved creature, you hedonistic piece of shit male, right? That's the way I'm looked at for my nature. Because male nature is not, it's not glorified, it's demonized. Female nature is so glorified. It's the right way to live. Monogamy, family, one-on-one, kids, raising them, house, this shit. That is most women in general, is wanting monogamy. Whether they want kids or not, whatever, the outliers, who gives a shit? That's not my fucking point. I'm just saying, this idea of monogamy is way more accepted than the idea of polygamy or polyamory or whatever. The majority of relationships out here are monogamous, with just, a whole lot of lying and deceit and dishonesty and lack of transparency, but monogamy is mostly happening, right? Lots of people are cheating on each other, that's for fucking sure. But this is the majority rule. If you're quote-unquote cheating, if you're quote-unquote having sex with other people while you're with somebody, you're disgusting. You are an STD fucking station. Again, you lack discipline, and you're lesser than us monogamous people. You are not civilized. You do not belong in this society. And that's the joke of monogamy. We fucking suck at it. Because we are so arrogant as a species that we don't embrace the animal anymore. We don't embrace all sides of ourselves. We want to be higher than. We want to be evolved. We want to be better. But are we really? Is somebody that controls their dick a man better than I am? My undisciplined fucking person? Is he better than me? And that's the other thing. I don't just fuck everybody either. I have some sort of discipline. But there's no balance either. And I like how everybody likes to talk about balance all goddamn day long. But there's no balance in monogamy for men in general most of the time, long term. Because that need for other women, like I said, is usually fulfilled by pornography or just thinking about it in your head, or you see a woman on the street and you just fantasize about it and you're just, oh, I'm good. I'm good. But you're never really satisfied with it. And a lot of men just accept their fate, and a lot of men just take it and they're just like, well, it's not worth losing my wife. And then that woman has her head explode with euphoria that this man, out of all the pussy, chose her and decides to not fuck anybody else because she's so goddamn amazing. I don't like this ideology, and I think it's horseshit. And I don't have to live like that. If other men want to live that way, that's their fucking prerogative. But it's not mine. I'm trying to figure out my life and the path that I want to walk. And currently I don't know what to do exactly. I've laid out these decisions and options in front of my fucking face. Went over the pros and cons. But I'm scared. Nonetheless. Very scared. Very unsure of myself. I don't know what the right decision is. But so far I've been just waiting and waiting and waiting. That's the thing. She told me, I want to challenge you. If there's a woman tomorrow, go for it. You know, and she didn't really say this directly, but pretty much fuck the holiday season. Fuck all of it. The time is now. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. Doesn't matter if we end up getting through all the holidays and we make it all the way to March. We might still not be together. So what the fuck are you waiting for? That's why I said option number one is the scariest of them all. And again, the woman might just simply say no. She might just be like, no, I don't fuck with it. You got a girlfriend. Get the fuck out of my face. There's a great possibility. But the fact that I took that step, doesn't even matter what the rejection might be or the acceptance might be. Well, obviously, if it's accepted, that's a whole different story. But me taking the first step is a big fucking deal, is the whole point. Big fucking deal. And to be honest, like I said, I can't breathe. My heart's going to be racing. And I don't know. Like I said, I just don't know. But I'm going to keep admitting to myself, I am fucking scared. Like it feels like it's time to make hard decisions. Because out of all three of these options, like I said, I'm going to pick one of them. I can't wait for the rest of my life trying to make sure that my relationship's stable so I can go stick my dick in another bitch, quote unquote. I can't wait any longer. And it's not even this, oh, I'm so desperate for it. It's not even that. It's just like, you either go for it or you don't. Stop talking and start walking. Fucking go for it. That's a motherfucker though. It's not easy. You know, I've never been in this position before. So I'm scared. Scared beyond belief. I don't know what's going to happen today. Because I even told her too, I'm like, during my week, because I said she has kids, so she's on that bi-weekly schedule. Next week is our week, right? This is what we usually do. But the scary thing is, you know, if I'm going to do something that's today, because I already said that, like, no, I'm not going to do anything on our week. I'm not going to do anything on our week at all. But on the week that I don't see her, yeah, that's the week to go test the waters and shit. You know, we talked about the whole Tinder thing, but no, I don't fuck with Tinder at all. She even said, like, fuck the compromise. I don't want to police your actions. Do what the fuck you want. And if I'm going to be here, I'm going to be here. I can't give you a compromise. Hear my fucking words. I'm like, okay, I hear you. I hear you. I feel that fucking ice in my veins. Ah, man. Feel how tense I am. Because time's ticking. Time's ticking right now. I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling or whatever. I don't know what to do with these feelings. I feel that weight on my chest. I feel that tiredness of it all. I feel that stress. I feel that anxiety building. building and building and building right now. Just like, fuck me, dude. For real. Oh, God. All right. Until, goodbye.